All right. I think it's the most. Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday, and you know what that means? We'll have some fun. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are here this morning. Why? Hello, good morning, and welcome to the show. And as always, let's start the show the way we always do with our THX certified George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Peter Jackson, and George Lucas approved. I think I said his name twice. Special Mix Extravaganza. All right. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show, everybody. Love to see all you beautiful, wonderful, fantastic, amazing, unbelievable people here every day, as we always do. Hip, 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 hooray, hooroo. It's funny because Ray and I had this discussion yesterday. I put the thumbnail up that has me and her in it, and today's one of the days that she wasn't able to make it. Oh no. Shut up. No, we're not clapping that she's not here. It's funny that, the irony of, like, I was just saying, like, watch, the day I put your face in the thumbnail is going to be one of the days that you can't be here. And she's not here. But it's all good. We love Ray. We hope that she's okay and she just needed some rest, and that's why she's not here, and there's nothing bad. All of our thoughts and prayers are with her, as always. I do know that yesterday morning on the show when she was on, she wasn't feeling good. And I didn't really hear from her last night. So I hope she's fine. I hope everything's okay. And she's just resting because there you go. All right. don't want to harp on that too much because if everything's fine, then I don't want to make a big deal out of nothing. But at the same time, uh, I do care and I am concerned. But it's all good because, ladies and gentlemen, the first person here this morning was Griffey. All right. All the way from Australia. Here's your happy dance, buddy. Or maybe here. All right. Yes. I said yes. All right. Greg Jonick was number 2. What you gonna do when number 2 comes after you? On the highway star. Yeah, number 3. Yes, sirree. You can see he's number 3. Yes, sirree. That's the way it's gonna be. Terry Barnes, good morning, my friends. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely, positively. Kingston 2000, good morning. Oh, that's everybody. That's all it is. Little Chihuahua Big World is in the house. Let's see who else is here today. Griffey, Terry Barnes, King Pokey, Master of Railroads. Good morning. All right. Good morning to you too. Let's see who else is in the house today. Billy Yank is here. So Chili made an ass out of himself at his arraignment yesterday. He's too full of himself to see it. This guy, this is what he does. This is what he does. I can't wait for the actual trial to start, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. All of these pre-trial conferences and hearings and arraignments and meetings and stuff. It's all the same crap. He's just blah, 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 whatever. Who cares? David E. Persons. Wow, good morning. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The condition was in. All right, Griffey, Terry Barnes, David E. Persons, J.C. Landry in the house. Yes. Great to see you again, as always. Brian Showman is here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Brian. Doc Leno's story time is here. Hello to all my friends. Hello to you, sir. Welcome to the show. Great to see you. The son of Ramen Egg. Hello from Portland, Oregon. Or Portland. Note to self. Call about that sleep study. Yeah. Robert Thomas is here, ladies and gentlemen. You sent me an email. Let me go back and see. Yeah. I got you. Today's the no Frauditor talk day, so maybe we'll do it on Wednesday. But yeah, I got it. No worries. It's all good. Estelbert has Ed chatted. It's pizza time, 'cause it's the only word that rhymes. Meow. What do you have to do to get your name read out on this show? I don't know, dude. What's your name again? Ladies and gentlemen, Graham from the Graham and Bob Show is here. Mark Doherty is here. Good morning, and everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Cynthia Carenshaw, good morning, Rashers. Good morning to you, too. All right. Patrick Dagler is here. Good morning, good people. Yes. And if you're not good people, you're bad people. And if you're bad people, then good morning doesn't count for you. Only the good people. Rooster Cogburn is here. Let's talk 70s music. All right. I was just listening to Roxy music on the way in here. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Jason D said pizza. Yep. All right. So there I am. I'm caught up. Yeah. Yeah. Talking about 70s music. I woke up this morning and, while I was prepping for the show, I put on some music in the background. I was listening to Roxy music. Griffey's like, did somebody just say Jason Gutterman? All right, let's see if I could turn that into a Roxy music song. Boom, doom, 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 bum, 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 doom, 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 doom. Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman, Jason Gutterman. Jason Gutterman, Amagansett Press. Him and his son travel east to west on their way to bother people as much as they can. Oh, Jason Gutterman. Oh, pepper sprays you, man. Oh man, that's horrible. Anyway, I didn't spend any time on that. Um, off the top of my head, gee, you couldn't tell. Oh man, this is the next number one U.S. hit song. That's right. Oh man. Mm. Um, but yeah, that's that's one of those bands too that oh, you know what? Speaking of music, I forgot to put my ancient chart music and art necklace on. Hold on. It's become part of the uniform now. All right, there we go. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Ah, I miscued. Um. So anyway, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. What I was gonna say is that like I know Roxy Music is a known band. But they're not like big like Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd or something. They're not a household name. So I actually was surprised a few months ago when I was just hanging out with Ray. We were just talking, and she started humming "Love Is the Drug" by Roxy Music, and I was like, "Oh, you know Roxy Music?" She's like, "Who doesn't?" Like, well, okay, right on, man. But yeah, they're Jason Gutterman. They're good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Um, yeah, they were fantastic. If you don't know anything about Roxy Music, check out songs like "Love Is the Drug." Remake Remodel's a good one. Oh, there's so many. Do the Strand. um, they have a lot of amazing stuff. Um, Graham's like, they're very well known over here. Well, I know that they're super popular in Europe compared to the United States. I know that. In fact, the way I found out about Roxy Music was the same way. In fact, literally the same day. I started listening to both Roxy Music and Kraftwerk on the same day because I wanted to, when I was younger, my goal was to own every one of the top 100 best selling albums of all time. So I was going through the list to see which ones I didn't have yet because there weren't many. But one of them was Kraftwerk, Autobahn, or no, wait, was it Autobahn? No, it was ah. If you know Kraftwerk, you know which record I'm talking about. We anyway, there was a Kraftwerk record on there, and there was a Roxy Music record on there. And I'm like, how are there two bands on the list of the best selling bands ever I never heard of? And then I looked into it, and it was because they sold so many copies in Europe and the UK. So I always thought, oh, well, that's why I don't know these bands because they're more popular on the other side of the ocean. But then I started listening to it, and I'm like, oh, this is why so many people bought their records. Okay, I get it. I get it. Trans Europe Express, thank you. That's the one. Yep. Trans Europe Express. Trans Europe Express. We met David Bowie. Oh yeah, Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Um, but that started getting me into this thing that and I'm really glad I did it because especially like within the last 10 years or so, maybe even more than that, I've been going back and trying to find like all the bands from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s that sort of were under my radar that sort of slipped through the cracks at the time. And then realizing that like even music that I thought was crappy back then is better than a lot of the new stuff coming out now. And I'm like, oh wow, these guys actually were great. Man, I can't believe I've been listening to this other nonsense. Well, you got to think about it too, guys. Like, one of the bands I've talked about on here before is a band called Pretty Things, and like they were one of these groups that they were great, but you have to think about at that time they're putting out albums that are literally being released the same day or sometimes the same day or the same week or the same month as like the new Pink Floyd album or the new Beatles album or the new Led Zeppelin album or the new Doors album. You know, like you go to the record store, you got enough money to buy one record. You're going to buy the new Beatles record or some band you never heard of. Well, you buy the new Beatles record. So it's like there's so many great groups from that time period that we're trying to compete with so many of these powerhouse monster groups that it was like they never had a chance, you know? And then you find out now, oh, these guys were fantastic. But again, you never heard of them because they didn't get the airplay that, Hey Jude did. Um, so there's that. Um, that's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Great to see everybody here. This is awesome. Everyone's saying good morning. All right. Oh, yeah, I just mentioned the band Pretty Things. She says good morning. I smile and say the same. Yeah. Anyway, there's a couple things that damn nabbit, Jason Gutterman. It's still early in the morning for me. Well, for everybody, right? Who am I talking about? um, but what I was going to look at is I've been talking a lot about this newer channel called Past Unremembered, and I will go ahead and I will drop a link to their channel for you guys myself. That's right. I know how to do this. Here we go. Keebler, what's up? Good to see ya. So anyway, that's a link to a new channel called Past Unremembered. I really like this channel. Um, again, Tuesdays are the day that we try to, take a day off from the sovereign citizens and the frauditors and all that, and just talk about like music and movies and whatever, food. Um, one of the things that Past Unremembered does is besides making frauditor videos, they also have this thing. It's thought of the day. These are very short videos. They're not shorts though, even though they're usually less than a minute. But let's take a look at their most recent thought of the day, just because I love this channel, and I also what the heck is that monster on my screen? um, I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing I am, so let me just do this instead. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick little thought of the day. This is this is the March 19th thought of the day. All right. From Past Unremembered. So this is brand spanking new. Let's check it out.
Who has a harder fight than one who is striving to overcome themselves?
Oh, that was quick and easy. All right. I like that. I like that. Patrick Dagler's talking about Grand Funk Railroad. Are you seeing any movie tonight? You know what? I'm going to go see Dune 2. I'm going to do it, dag nabbit. I'm going. Because I just saw Dune 1, so I figure it's about time. Ding, dong, dang, dag nabbit. I said, ding, dong, dang, dag nabbit. Oh, man. There's a new channel called Nope, as well. Oh my goodness. Gee, I wonder what that is. Never heard of them. Oh no, wait, I played their premiere video yesterday. That's right. Nope. Let me see if I could drop a link to the. Oh, I typed nope and it just takes me to that movie Nope. Let me go back and find their link. I know I have it here somewhere. Weirdy beardy. Unless you have it, Graham, you can drop it. You have a wrench. um, yeah. Let's see. I missed you Saturday. I showed Voodoo's cousin to Shiloh. It was good. All right. That's awesome sauce. I love it. Sorry, guys. I was just checking something out. Where's, yeah, it's all good. Oh, Voodoo show because the show was good. All right. Anyway, thank you, Keebler. We appreciate the appreciation. Absolutely, positively. Is Ray okay? I'm hoping that she is. I'm hoping that she is. Again, the situation has been since she's been getting more ill. She is no longer full time on the show. She makes it when she can. The last couple days, she's just happened to be up at that time. But to be honest with you, yesterday morning she was on after the show. We were hanging out for a while. Her foot was really bothering her, and then we went about our day, did a thing, and then I never heard back from her. So I'm hoping she's fine. But I mean, she wasn't feeling good yesterday, so I'm hoping she just needed some extra rest and she's still in bed and it's all good and everything's fine. But if she's not, thoughts and prayers are always with her. God bless. Absolutely. We're hoping she's all good. Script Cat has surgery, everybody. Think kindly in me, and I'll let you know later today how I'm doing. Love you all. Love you lots. Love you, Script Cat. Thoughts and prayers with you as well. God bless you. Hope everything turns out all right. Let's see. We love Ray Ray. Absolutely. Positively. So anyway, it's interesting too. We were talking about music and stuff. I was listening to, like I said, Roxy music before we started. This is off the subject, but it's like the last video I watched this morning before we went on air, and I thought it was interesting on a psychological level. It goes pretty deep, actually. It was a comic book thing, but they were talking about how there was an issue of Wonder Woman once where she was testing out the lasso of truth on members of the Justice League. So she put it on Superman and asked, "What's your name?" And he said, "Clark Kent and Kal-El," because his real name is Kal-El, and Clark Kent. And then she put it around Batman. She goes, "What's your real name?" And he goes, "Batman." And the title of the video was "The Magic Lasso Doesn't Work on Batman." But here's the thing. It worked fine. It worked fine. He was telling the truth. Bruce Wayne is that guy, but he's Batman. Like in his mind, he believes that's the truth. He is Batman. So he wasn't lying when she said, "What's your name?" He said, "Batman." That's amazing. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. So anyway, we got a lot of. I've been watching a lot of Faulty Towers reruns too recently. If you guys don't know that show, that's some classic John Cleese right there. Great stuff. Oh dear. I was just looking at one of the things that, because this is what, only like the third week that we're doing this, and don't mention the war. Let me do the funny walk. Yeah. Oh man. Um the one of the things that I have to get sussed out when it comes to doing this on Tuesdays is showing videos and trying to make sure, because originally I was gonna start, oh, I'll just play music, but boom, then you get copyright and then they take you down and it's a nightmare. So then I was like, oh well, I could play my music, which I did the first time, but it's like there's only so much of that until it's like, okay, I'm playing the same songs every Tuesday. What's the point of that? Um, you could say this is something completely different. You know what? You know what? I could do that. That reminds me, because I used that joke in one of my videos once. Um, so I might be able to find that clip. Um, let's see. Um, Let me go through and find the video I'm thinking of. I don't remember the name of it. But a bunch of poo poo caca crap that I can't remember it. Um, let's see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go, go. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know? No, no. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Go, go. Where did I put that video? You know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. This is a little bit, I mean, it's not like different, but it's different for early in the show, and it's not specifically about auditors or soft sets or any of that crap. But I do have to take a potty break real quick. So I got an idea. I'm gonna just go ahead and show this. I haven't shown this in a while. It used to be a thing I showed every day, but then once you start showing the same thing every day, it starts to, too much of a good thing, of anything, is too much. But it's been a while, so I'm going to show this right now to give myself a chance to go run to the potty right quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
Policeman. A policeman is a composite of what all men are, I guess, a mingling of saint and sinner, dust and deity. Called statistics, wave the fan over stinkers, underscore instances of dishonesty and brutality because they are news. What that really means is that they are exceptional, they are unusual, they are not commonplace. Buried under the froth is the fact. And the fact is that less than 0.5% of policemen misfit that uniform. And that is a better average than you'd find among clergymen. What is a policeman? He of all men is at once the most needed and the most wanted. A strangely nameless creature who is sir to his face and pig or worse behind his back. He must be such a diplomat that he can settle differences between individuals so that each will think he won, but if a policeman is neat, he's conceited. If he's careless, he's a bum. If he's pleasant, he's a flirt. If he's not, he's a grouch. He must make instant decisions which would require months for a lawyer, but if he hurries, he's careless. If he's deliberate, he's lazy. He must be first to an accident, infallible with a diagnosis. He must be able to start breathing, stop bleeding, tie splints, and above all, be sure the victim goes home without a limp or expect to be sued. The police officer must know every gun, draw on the run, and hit where it doesn't hurt. He must be able to whip two men twice his size and half his age without damaging his uniform and without being brutal. If you hit him, he's a coward. If he hits you, he's a bully. A policeman must know everything and not tell. He must know where all of the sin is and not partake. The policeman from a single human hair must be able to describe the crime, the weapon, the criminal, and tell you where the criminal is hiding, but if he catches the criminal, he's lucky. If he doesn't, he's a dunce. If he gets promoted, he has political pull. If he doesn't, he's a dullard. The policeman must chase bum leads to a dead end, stake out 10 nights to tag one witness who saw it happen but refuses to remember. He runs files and writes reports until his eyes ache to build a case against some felon who will get dealed out by a shameless Seamus or an honorable who isn't honorable. The policeman must be a minister, a social worker, a diplomat, a tough guy, and a gentleman. And of course, he'll have to be a genius because he'll have to feed a family on a policeman's salary.
All right, all right, all right. I love that bit because it covers everything. You know, everything that all of the people on the other side say is in there. And he covers it all. It's great stuff. Paul Harvey was awesome. Round of applause for Paul Harvey. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Great stuff, great stuff, great stuff. Um, yeah, man, I like that. I like that clip a lot. Because like I said, he addresses like every issue that we always hear from people on the other side, as it were, you know. Oh, well, these guys do this, well, these guys do that. It's like, well, yeah, but um, I don't know. And so what else is going on? What do you guys want to talk about this morning? But Chili de Castro says cops get $10,000 tax free a month. Yeah, right. uh, um, even if they do make good money, I mean, every time they leave the house, there's a possibility that they're going to get murdered. Like it's not like see, that's one of the things that I really don't understand about their. Well, it's not that I don't understand it; it's that they obviously don't understand what it is. You know, like, oh, why are you afraid of people? Like, well, because people are going around all the time attacking police. They're stabbing them, they're shooting them. I mean, it happens. Like when you're a cop, putting on that uniform is like putting a target on your back. And if you don't believe it, just think about the cop watchers themselves. Why are they doing what they're doing? Because you're a cop. You have a target on your back for everybody. Fellas from hey, yesterday, no, I didn't. Your hands. All right, are we pizza again? Oh, it's pizza time. Oh no, pizza, pizza. Oh, here we go. Wait, oh wait, I did this wrong. Hold on. I actually added this for those of you who didn't see it. Just in case I'm pizzaing. There you go. That's the good stuff right there, baby. Chicago pizza. Woohoo! No, not that one. That one. That's the real deal, Camille. Oh my goodness gracious me. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Crime Dog McRuff. Yeah, so Highway Star, you were asking about that. So here's what happened. I used to do fan appreciation every day. But then as I kept getting more stuff, it started getting longer and longer until it was taking up way too much of the show. So we started doing it once a week. And then apparently we haven't done it for the past few weeks at all because we realized that looking at the chat while we were doing fan appreciation at the end of the show, our numbers would drop significantly, and the majority of the people in the chat weren't even paying attention. So it was like, does anyone even know that we do fan appreciation? And it looked like there were maybe like 2 or 3 people who did, and then everybody else was just like, what? So I don't know. It's a segment that's kind of like on the back burner now. If people want it back, we'll be more than happy to bring it back because you guys deserve it. You're definitely the best fans in the world, and you deserve all of it. Speaking of fan appreciation, why not, ladies and gentlemen? We got the little Chihuahua Big World t-shirt right there. We got the Highway Star t-shirt right there. We got this painting that was a gift from Judy Johansson. We got that t-shirt that's a Debo's Nation t-shirt, was a gift from Debo's Nation. We got this Frauditor Troll shirt, was a gift from Frauditor Troll. We got a Kick hat right there, was a gift from Kick. We got original drawings. We got a drawing. Oh, well, wait. First, we got a poster from Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. A Saturday Night Snafu promo poster right there. I even got close-ups. See what you did, Highway Star? I got fan appreciation is going right now. There's a close-up of my Highway Star t-shirt that was hand airbrushed by Little Chihuahua Big World. There's a close-up of my Graham and Bob Show Saturday Night Snafu promo poster from Graham from the Graham and Bob Show. And then on my wall, I have framed these two drawings. One of them's hand-drawn by Paul Rumore Frazier. It's a drawing of the one and only Unclean Hands, yeah. And then, of course, right next to that on the wall, we have framed an original drawing by Sue Bear. All right. I said, all right. This is fun. I forgot how much I missed it. I don't know, start doing this segment again. This is fun. We got this Frauditors not permitted beyond this point, according to UCC 6922333444. That sign was designed by Modicare, and the physical sign that's on the wall was created by Michelle with one L. We got this little blue thing right here. I'll show you a close-up picture of that. This is a where is it? I got a picture of it. There it is. Yes. Takedown exposing frauditors, protected by Takedown No Trespassing, which was a gift from Takedown exposing frauditors. I got this necklace around my neck. This was a gift. It's handmade by, here's a close-up of it, handmade by Ancient Chart Music and Art. Dag nabbit, wrong button. All right, Ancient Charts Crows. That's what I'm talking about. Of course, I got this squirrel, these headphones. I got a book of weird and unusual phrases. I got my fez. We're all gifts from my fan, my producer, my co-host, the one and only, the amazing, the beautiful, the gorgeous Ray Ray. And then I got mugs. I got a News Now Enemy mug from News Now Enemy. I got a Welsh News Network mug from Welsh News Network. And of course, I got these miniature voodoo dolls and the full-size voodoo doll, handmade gifts from my fan Salacious. The shirt the voodoo doll is wearing was a gift also from Little Chihuahua Big World. His extra cameras, as well as the Vegemite, the kangaroo with the Joey, and a whole bunch of other Australian goodies were all gifts from my fan Griffey. I have here the world's smallest violin and a guitar light. Well, I can't really show you the light, but here, that's what it looks like when it's turned on and plugged in. We're gifts from my fan, Texas Tim. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, of course, this very microphone, my computer speakers, my hardcover copy of the Constitution, and the original baby voodoo doll were all gifts from my fan, Unclean Hands. I got this little voodoo head. That was from Witch of Heart. Look, okay. And of course, the master meme generator. Always sending new memes. And then I got another one that was made by CyberRax. That's me chasing the voodoo doll with the taser with Ray. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Also, I got this here. Where is it? Another gift that I got from one of my beautiful, wonderful, amazing fans was this mini Volkswagen bus, vintage in the original packaging from my friend Frauditor Ram. That's right, that's right, that's right. Awesome, awesome stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I got a book on how to be a ventriloquist from Billy Yank, because you can always see my lips moving when I do the Voodoo Doll's voice. I got this box of flower Legos from my fan, Flower Power. Let's see what else. Because like I said, I haven't done this in a couple weeks, and now I'm going through, make sure I don't miss anybody, because yeah, this is fun. I forgot how much I like doing this. Let's see. Oh, of course, I got my hacky sack and this paperweight that says Hez on it. I call it my Hez dispenser. These were handmade by my fan Leland Squirrels. I got this overruled with KTZ magnet from my fan KTZ. And let's see what else. Oh, it's over there. You can't see it. That white hat right there under the Bears hat says Erica is the best fan in the world. I got from my fan Erica. And let's see. I think that covers all of the amazing, wonderful, fantastic, unbelievable gifts I've gotten from you guys, the best fans in the world. Ding dong dang dag nabbit. I always used to say, like, whenever I do fan appreciation, I always say, I have the best fans in the world, and I have all these gifts that they've given me as physical evidence to prove you guys are the best fans in the world. But some of you might be thinking, I don't have money to be like sending you super chats or giving you gifts, but I want to support the channel. What can I do? The greatest thing anyone can do to support the channel is to hit that like button. Yes. And that don't cost you nothing, just 2 seconds. Unless you're watching on TV, then hip, 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 hooray. I said, when are you moving? I'm sick of pizza now. Yeah, I know. I'm moving at the end of the month. Again, I still have to finalize the dates. It's probably going to be the last weekend of this month or the first week of April. But it's at this point, it's looking like it's going to be the last week of this month. I'm looking at going, let me pull up my calendar here. Oh, that'll be next week. Next week. So I'm probably going to leave. Man, I better finalize these plans soon. Because if I do it, it's going to be next Monday. So next week will be my week off. Because I would probably leave after the show on Saturday, drive all day Sunday, all day Monday, be there by Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning. It shouldn't take that long unless I stop a lot. And then I got to get internet hooked up out there. I got to do everything. So I don't know, but I'll have my phone with me and my laptop, so I'll be able to get some. If I have to sit in the McDonald's parking lot and troll off of their free Wi-Fi, hey, whatever it takes, right? So that'll be something. It'll definitely be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, hopefully once I'm up there and I got my internet going up there, I'll have a better signal than I get down here. Because this is poop. Poopy signal. Ah, yes. Coffee. I found 3 to 4 guitar picks and Doc stuff. I think I'm going to do a Doc trivia when I go live, or just give them away to anyone who would want one. Keebler, I told you from the beginning, I play guitar. I need a Dr. Angel guitar pick. That'd be the greatest thing ever. Here's my email address if you don't already have it. Yeah. Seriously, let me know. I'll tell you where I'm at, where to send the stuff. Again, since I'm moving, maybe we might have to send it to a different address, but it's all good in the hood, the way it should be. You see, don't you know we are enjoying the show because we are here today to have some fun. Hooray! Yes, just doing fun stuff, going back and enjoying the good times. All right. Oh, yes, it's all about the good times, ladies and gentlemen, and the fun we've had over the centuries doing this show, and just hanging out with you guys. I love you guys. I like spending my money with you. Um, uh, let's see. Sorry, just going over the chat, seeing what's going on. Also looking to see if there's anything else in here, like maybe some other videos, like maybe some of my stuff that some of you guys might want to watch again. I'm trying to think, like, what do I got that's funny enough? Well, you know what? Since a couple people brought up the Chili de Castro trial, not trial, the arraignment yesterday. It- Go back to my original chili video, just because it's just a fun one. Me doing my impersonation of Chili de Castro.
Hi, this is Chili Con Man, and you may remember me as an executive Hollywood producer at such major hits as Buy My ebook. Don't forget to buy my Velcro handcuffs and the unforgettable Golden Turkey Award winning film Buy My Trifold. That's right. I was the one responsible for all those, making big Hollywood money. And let me tell you something about my Hollywood money. I make so much that today I'm able to make you a special one-time only offer. This is a printout of my trifold, my wonderful trifold that when you get pulled over, you show this to the horrible, evil, rotten, no good, lousy police, and you hand them this piece of paper. You don't say a word. You just hand them this piece of paper, and what they'll do is they'll make sure that you don't get arrested or you don't get a ticket because you handed them this magic paper. Now, what's great about this is you can buy it for me for only the low price of $25.99 plus shipping and handling and taxes and titles and whatever if you want to give me a tip. But in the meantime, if you want a free version of this that you can print out on your own computer so that'll get written and ruined before you buy mine, and you have to remember when you buy my version, it's on magic indestructible paper I got from the mountains of Indonesia from Merlin himself. And it will not just get ruined no matter what for only $25.99 plus shipping and handling and taxes and licensing fees. But if you want a free one to get by until you can afford it, you could go ahead and go to my website today and print this out. All you got to do is get on my webpage and give me all your personal private information, and then I'll go ahead and I'll let you print this out for free. And when you get to the checkout, you just put in the coupon code Chili Con Man and his trifold of terror. And it's a great way to make yourself look really stupid. All right. Now, for anyone who doubts this and thinks that it doesn't work and that police are not evil, you see that? You see that? You want to get that? You're a beta. If you don't agree with me, you're a beta. And I'm going to catch you in a cage and I'm going to beat you up. Or you can buy my trifold and have a good day and everyone will love you. And you'll never go to jail because police are evil, but this piece of paper dispels evil. So buy my book today, or you go get this. You go get this right here. I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. Anyway, I'm a good guy, and I would never hurt anybody. I'm definitely not violent. I've only been arrested 20 times, so you know that I'm a sweet, innocent nothing that don't ever do nothing to hurt nobody. So you all have a good day. Send me your money, and everything will be great, and you'll never go to jail. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I had so much fun making that one. Over time, it's just like watching the real thing. Yes. Good morning, Ray and Hez, and the rest of everyone. That's right. Good morning. Just ask if you want to know. Welcome to the show. Chili is getting a little fat. He looked like Glenda from behind in that suit. Yeah. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Oh man, I love it. But yeah, see, I like sometimes going back and looking at a lot of my earlier stuff. When I first started doing this, I just did comedy sketches, like that sort of a thing. Um, but I even did some. Where's the there was a couple I did because when this channel first started, the majority of it was me doing like Bears videos. Um, thank you. I always feel weird going back and showing my old videos, but I also know there's enough new people here that a lot of you guys probably maybe never even seen them before. So if some of you would like to watch some more of my old stuff, let me know. Because I don't mind showing my own videos, dagnabbit. I'm not going to get sued by me. It's a mini-me version of Glenn. Chili de Castro. That's awesome. Let's see. What else do I got? Okay, so here. Let's do this. I did this one last week. So let me find one that I didn't do just recently. This is a good one. This is a good one that I like. I put a lot of work into this. I'm gonna have to turn the volume way down though because this gets pretty loud. There's a lot of gunshots. So headphone warning, I guess. This is another classic Hezokuai bit.
Name and badge number?
What the hell are you doing?
No. I don't answer questions. All right? You work for me. I don't work for you.
Well, freaking put the stupid video and get out of here.
Forget the video. Oh, I see. Forget the video. Right. So you see what they're doing, guys? You see what he's doing? He's trying to tell me that he doesn't want me to engage in a First Amendment protected activity.
But this is a dangerous situation.
What dangerous? What do you mean dangerous? I have a camera. What are you afraid of a camera? The only reason you'd be afraid of a camera is if it was filming you doing something illegal. And I already got tons of footage of you doing illegal stuff. See? They're completely out of control, these cops, man. This is ridiculous. It's unacceptable. I got you for failure to identify. I got you for disturbing the peace. I got you committing all kinds of crimes already.
Dangerous for you, not me. Dangerous for you.
My safety is none of your concern, okay? Your only concern is doing your job. And your job is to protect the First Amendment. You took an oath to the Constitution. It's your job to protect and defend it. I have the First Amendment right to be here and to record. Therefore, it is your job as my employee to protect the First Amendment. This guy's a tyrant. You're a tyrant, sir. I can't believe that you're doing this. Ah, I got shot. See, if you weren't so worried about violating my rights, I probably would have never got. Don't touch me. Don't you touch me. Keep your hands off me. That's assault. That's assault. And not only do I have you for failure to identify, disturbing the peace, violating the First Amendment, now I got you for assault. You're harassing me, telling me to leave. I got you for harassment. I got all this on video.
Civilian down. Civilian's been hit.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue the city. I'm going to sue the state. I'm going to sue the county. I'm going to sue everybody. And you know what? You hiding behind that tree over there? I saw you shooting. You're the one who shot me. I'm going to sue you too. You're paying my medical bills. And then I'm going to put all this on YouTube. Oh, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Look, prison time is one thing. But if you're going to put this on YouTube, man, I can't afford to have my online reputation ruined like that. I surrender, man. I give up. Oh, look, and now I got this cop for stealing that guy's gun and kidnapping. He's kidnapping that guy. And, hey, wait, no, don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Hands off, man. Hey, no, don't turn that off. Don't you turn that off.
All right. Yes, yes, yes. That's right. That's right. That's right. Florida Jim, what is going on out here? It's like 50 degrees right now. The temperature actually went down from this morning. It was 52 when I woke up. Now it's only 50. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Anyway, yes, yes, yes. That's another classic Hezokuai video from back in the old days. All right. Anyway, oh man, that's fun stuff. I enjoyed that. Hey, Society Red is here. Hey, today's Billy Sheehan's birthday. All right. Let's see. How about what do we got? We got George A from Southeast Michigan. Yes. I bet the cop shot the Frauditor. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Oh, you like the more video I did? I could show that one again if you guys want to watch it. Let's see. Oh, wait, here we go. What's this? Hold on. Hey, you know, this is what made me think of it. Somebody said, and now for something completely different in the chat. You guys want to see some behind the scenes stuff, some outtakes, some stuff that I never used. I got this. Here we go. Check this one out.
And now, something completely different.
That's it. I just filmed that just for one little insert in a video. Yes, yes, yes. Some behind the scenes stuff from the Hezokuai archives. Yes, yes, yes. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. That's just all right. Never mind. That's just more clips from stuff. That's just as on a normal Wednesday. Yes, yes, yes. That's how I dress all the time, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm not on the air. Here's another classic Hezokuai video because why not? We're doing it, so let's do it. This one is also about 2 years old. Um, this is great stuff. I was proud of this. I filmed this just on break at work at the time.
You're about to turn 18. You're going to be a man soon. And when you go out there into the world, I want you to be a real man. The kind of man who fights for what he believes in. I raised you to be a good person, to help other people. I want you to go out there in the world, and I want you to fight for something. So tell me, there are so many important issues that you can fight for. There's starvation. There are people in the world who can't afford basic medicine just to survive. You could fight for them. You could fight for their rights. And then there's, in our own country, the widening gap between the rich and the poor. There's homelessness. Most homeless people are there because they have some sort of mental issues or addiction problems. You can fight to get them the help that they need. What, my son? What important issue are you going to fight for as a man? Look, bruh. So the other day I went to the DMV, and low key, the dude who was working there was extra. All right, and he's trying to tell me I gotta like pay some kind of fee to get a driver's license. So I just left, man. I didn't pay it. I ain't got no driver's license. So what are you fighting for? Hold up, man. I'm gonna check my phone. Hold on, I got it here. It's right here, man. One of my buddies told me about it. Oh yeah, all right. It's the right to travel unencumbered. The right to travel, man. That's what I'm fighting for. That's my thing. Yeah. My son, my one and only firstborn child. He's an idiot.
All right. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Great stuff. Great stuff. No boss Skaggs. Oh man, come on. Boss Skaggs was slick, dude. Oh no, disco's dead. Hey, I'm from Chicago, man. I remember when they were burning all the disco records at Comiskey Park. But I mean, come on, you gotta admit the lowdown is smooth, man. The lowdown is smooth. Anyway, since we're doing, I like to keep it fresh and different, and not just play the same things again and again. I'm gonna do another behind the scenes outtake. This is a clip that ultimately did end up in one of my videos, but this is the original footage that I took that I never used. So you guys are getting these behind the scenes things for the first time. Here we go. And look at that little puppers. Oh, she was so cute. I miss her so much.
Okay. Somewhere the world is insane, bro. I can drive. I can drive without a driver's license, traveling far and wide.
Again, this is the raw footage, so where I don't get stopped by the cops for putting all the red light stops behind me. Driving through the school zone fast. With children getting out of classes where you'll find me. That's how it goes. Let's hope you have pants on this time. Rooster Cogburn, no boss Skaggs ever. No wire hangers and no boss Skaggs. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh man. That's right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. I'm sorry. And somebody mentioned Precious and Few. Precious and Few. So hey, there's a lot of great music out there, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Quarter Flash. Oh, there you go. That's a deep cut. Yeah. That's right. And somebody else said, Robert Thomas said I was looking like Kevin Owens there. And I said, fight, Owens, fight. Yes, yes, yes. Kevin Owens is awesome. One of the best in the business. Him and Sammy were a great team. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff out there. Speaking of pro wrestling, it was kind of cool because sometimes when I'm here, I wear my my Danhausen t-shirt. And the other day, I was on Facebook and one of my buddies changed his profile picture to a picture of him hanging out with Danhausen. That was pretty cool. In the 1980s, we were looking at the 50s. So now that it's the 2000s, we need an 80s version of Happy Days. I think they did that. It was called Stranger Things, but it wasn't like Happy Days. Shut up. But that was one of the things that made, Stranger Things what it was, right? Was the fact that it took, like, it was an 80s show. It had that sort of 80s feel, almost like the first act of E.T., just that kind of world, the 80s, Goonies, all that kind of stuff. Being a kid in the 80s was a lot of fun, man. If any of you, because I know most of my fans are probably my age or older, but if you weren't around back then, let me tell you something. Being a Gen Xer, like, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but now when I look back, well, Parson says that 70s show, yeah, but I mean that was that 70s, not 80s, Um, I want a comedy with big hair and all. Well, I mean, I don't know, just go back and watch Married with Children reruns. There you go. I said, yeah, there you go. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. Is it bad that I've never watched Stranger Things? I mean, like the first season, maybe the first two, were really good, but I don't know. It's all right. It's a good show, but when it first started, it was great because it was something completely different at the time, and I mean, just the story behind it was. I mean, if you've never seen it, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but it was great. Um, if it's the 2020s music, is Taylor Swift. Oh no! See, I'd rather listen to Boz Skaggs. Are you kidding me? Anthrax was on Married with Children. Now you're talking. Florida Jim. I've never watched it either. I think it's a dumb show. If you've never seen it, how do you know if it's dumb? Anyway, there was a lot of stuff going on with that show. Like, I mean, like real life stuff that it was kind of referring to, like the assumption that it was real. Like, so there was this experimentation for a while. If any of you don't know anything about astral projection, there's this idea that you can, like, intentionally remove your spirit from your body and send it somewhere. Like, okay, I'm going to go out of my body and then send my spirit to whatever, North Korea, and spy on them and see what they're up to, and then come back, and then when I wake up, I'll know and I'll tell the government what they're up to over there. And there were some like legitimate experiments where people were like, well, wait, is this astral projection thing real? Is this actually something you can control? Like the men who stare at goats kind of a thing or whatever. So basically, again, not trying to give away tons of spoilers and stuff, but just like the background behind it, the idea behind Stranger Things is basically there's a lot more to it. But again, I'm just trying to avoid spoilers. But basically, it's based on the idea that that actually is a real thing and that people can do that and can control it. And that's what it turns out, that in doing so, they are actually contacting this other dimension where there are these monsters, and then they end up bringing them into the real world, and it gets crazy. Yeah. Yes, Close to the Edge got me through tough times. Then I discovered Grand Funk Railroad. Oh, man, let me tell you something. Grand Funk, and a lot of people don't realize, too, just how great they were. There's a clip on YouTube of them jamming at the Playboy Mansion back in the day. And that's some really good stuff because, everyone knows there's a lot of bands where, like, everybody knows the singles, right? The songs that they play on the radio all the time. But then if you actually go back and listen to their records, like a lot of these bands have all these other great tunes that just were never released as singles. So you've never heard them. And Grand Funk's one of them. Like they got a lot of deep cuts that are awesome. I listen to Grand Funk all day. The only network series I watch is The Rookie. Let's see. I saw Eric Clapton at Buddy Guy's club in Chicago. I saw Buddy Guy in a bar in Chicago. That was great. I've told this story on the air before, but anyone who didn't hear it, because it's a great story. So what happened was my dad, he worked with a guy who owned a bar, but the bar wasn't making him any money. That's why he was still working. He was working with my dad. But he also, when he was a kid, he grew up with Buddy Guy. Him and Buddy Guy were friends, and they still knew each other even after Buddy Guy became Buddy Guy, and he's still just a regular dude. So since his bar was starting to fail, he asked Buddy as a favor if he'd come and play at his bar. So this dude tells my dad, "Oh, Buddy Guy's going to play at my bar this weekend. You guys got to come see him, So, yeah, we're going to go see Buddy Guy for free in a bar. Yes, hell yeah. And this was probably my most real, being born and raised in Chicago, my most real Chicago blues experience. It had everything. First of all, I'm going to tell the whole story. So we arrive. It was me, my dad, and my buddy Jeff. So we get there, and this was like in the ghetto. I mean, this was the hood. And when we got there, the first thing we saw in front of the bar was this big, huge, beautiful white Rolls Royce, surrounded by some of the biggest, meanest looking dudes I've ever seen in my life. Those were the bodyguards. They were there to watch the car. And we talked to them for a minute. It was Buddy's car, obviously. And it was a gift, a birthday present to him from Mick Jagger. So then we go to the bar, and we're still outside, and all the windows, of course, are blocked off. And literally, you had to knock, and then there was this metal screen, and then the thing slides open, and you see the eyes, and they want to make sure that you're not there to rob the joint or whatever. And so finally, you had to tell them, "Yeah, I'm so and so's buddy. We're here to see the show or whatever." "Oh, all right, come on in." So they let us in. Then we get in the bar, and they have a DJ. And at the time, I was a DJ, so I know the difference, okay? Their DJ was this dude. He had to be at least 287 years old. And his records were even older than that. And you could tell he never cleaned them and never took care of them, and he didn't care. He was half asleep. So he would put on a record, and you talk about dusties, the record would be just horrible, scratched up records, skipping, needle jumping all over. And he isn't even changing the record or doing anything. The DJ's just sitting there half asleep, just letting the record play. It was insane. So finally we sat down, we got our table, and me and my dad and my buddy were all there. The place was packed because everybody, the word had gotten out, Buddy Guy was going to be there. And I mean, everything was cool. Everybody was cool, but we're all just okay, this is kind of, I don't know, man, a little shady or whatever. But then finally, Buddy Guy did come out. He started playing, put on an awesome show. It was great. We had a lot of fun. But one of the coolest things that I always talk about too that happened that was a lot of fun was at one point, Buddy was playing, and some idiot in the crowd yelled out something about Eric Clapton. So Buddy Guy, "Oh, it's time for the Cupcake Happy Dance." All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Awesome. awesome sauce. So anyway, we love Cupcake. That's a fact. So, somebody in the crowd yells something out about Eric Clapton, and Buddy, oh, there she is. All right, Olay. We love you, Maggie, all day. All right, love you. Thank you. Great to have you here. So anyway, somebody in the crowd yells out something about Eric Clapton, and Buddy Guy, without missing a beat too, it was so slick. Like, and because it was a bar, like there was no like stage, he could just walk on the same level where we were sitting, you know, they were just sitting right in front of us. So he's up there, he's playing, somebody yells out something about Eric Clapton, and he turns around, walks up to the drummer and grabs one of his drumsticks. And he keeps playing with the one hand, and he's holding the drumstick in the other hand. And he walks up. Oh, wait a minute. She says, love you all. With a 12-month membership milestone. All right, here's another happy dance. All right, thank you. Yes. I said yes. Brewster says your voice makes him melt. He loves you. All right. First day of spring and it's 24 degrees in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's 50 degrees here in Florida. I'm freezing. My rectum almost killed him. Uncle Artie said, today sucks. That is all. So anyway, Buddy Guy, he's got the drumstick in one hand. He's playing the guitar just, you know, with hammer-ons and pull-offs with the other hand. And the guy who said something about Eric Clapton, because of the bar we were in and the way it was set up, he just walks right up to the guy and he goes, yeah, yeah. And then he stops and he just starts smacking the guitar with the drumstick. So if you were just watching this, it looks like there's this dude just hitting his guitar with the drumstick. But he was playing Sunshine of Your Love. It's almost like without saying it, he said, you're going to tell me about Eric Clapton? I'm the one who tells Eric Clapton. I could play his stuff just by banging my guitar with a stick, and it sounds like Eric Clapton. Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, that was a lot of fun. There were a couple other things that happened during the show that were interesting, but the main things is just that, you know, got to see Buddy Guy in a bar for free. That was awesome. I mean, I used to see bands all the time, man. I'm just trying to think. My list is so long. Oh, Parliament Funkadelic put on a Kiss-worthy show. Yeah, Parliament. Speaking of Kiss, oh, I don't know if you guys know, but the idea is that they're going to finally retire, but they're never going to end. And I thought about this years ago. I thought, well, with the makeup and the costumes and everything, they could just like never stop touring, ever. Just hire other people. They already did that with Peter, Chris, and Ace Frehley, and put them in the costumes and have them go on stage and play the songs. But Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley aren't going to let that happen. So now, Kiss is still a thing, but it's AI. You get to pay money to go watch a virtual band called Kiss, which is basically a recording of them. That's the modern world, people. Oh, man. Juggernaut Jared Reed sent me something on Discord. What was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, I got it right here. Let's see, what is this about? Half an hour of what? Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's good stuff. I don't know if you want me to show it here though. A half an hour of that. I don't know if everyone here would be Rolling Stones type. Let's see. Even I think they wait. I got a new video. Oh no! All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what Uncle Artie's up to. Is this because Chili went to court yesterday? Oh, look at that. I didn't even have to think about it. I just said it, and sure enough, that's exactly what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the new video from Uncle Artie's Brown Girl of Stupidity.
Your ass up.
El cocinero con una paellera que a veces solamente paellera.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, Mr. DeCastro, this is an obstructing or falsely charge.
في القوات المسلحة اليمنية بعون الله تعالى عملية عسكرية في البحر الأحمر. إن القوات المسلحة اليمنية تتعامل مع طاقم السفينة وفقا لتعاليم وقيم ديننا الإسلامي.
Case 24-006-842. Obviously, I'm going to ask you, you understand your proceedings are being filmed?
Of course.
Okay.
They're here because I'm here.
Right, okay. And just so that the record's clear, you have no objection to that?
Of course not.
Okay.
I would like the transparency. I
Oh, no,
appreciate
that's
it.
fine.
إن القوات المسلحة اليمنية تجدد تحذيرها لكافة السفن التابعة للعدو الإسرائيلي أو التي تتعامل معه بأنها سوف تصبح هدفا مشروعا للقوات المسلحة.
Did you review and understand this?
I don't understand it. I don't understand how I can be charged with obstruction for filming a cop.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense. Do I understand I'm in charge with the misdemeanor?
Yes.
I do understand I'm in charge
Okay,
with the
that's
misdemeanor.
literally it.
I have trial tomorrow for the exact same thing 1 year ago.
إن القوات المسلحة اليمنية تؤكد استمرارها في تنفيذ العمليات العسكرية ضد العدو الإسرائيلي.
To represent yourself?
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
You will have a standby
Yes.
attorney. Okay.
Because I think that I'm going to win this easy. It's on film. I just need to know if this is the prosecutor's name. Is that the person prosecuting, Matthew B. Walker?
Matthew Walker.
Magnet Tuesday's supposed to be fun.
Depends on the
Chili
office.
DeCastro isn't
I'm going to
fun.
sue him for malicious prosecution.
Okay.
I'm going to sue everybody involved. I'm going to sue the cops.
So,
I'm going to
Mr.
sue the
Castro.
county.
Me fui andando con el amarillo hasta hoy.
Case,
Sure,
okay.
but there's a bigger issue. There's transparency in the courtroom, which is the best thing that could possibly happen.
تجدد تحذيرها لكافة السفن التابعة للعدو الإسرائيلي أو التي تتعامل معه بأنها سوف تصبح هدفا مشروعا للقوات المسلحة.
That I'm going to sue Jeffrey and I'm going to sue Matthew and I'm going to sue every one of
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
This is not going to be a personal pulpit.
وتهيب بكل الدول التي يعمل رعاياها في البحر الأحمر.
Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I actually want to bring up a good point there. I want to bring up a good point. It cost me 30 cents to make this. Well, yeah, I know. It's all right, Artie. We'll show the rest. But I wanted to make this point because he just did it. And I noticed, like, because this is something I never really did talk about before. And since it came up, what's up, Paula Scotland? Good to see you. Christopher O'Connor, hello. One of the things that has really been bothering me about these guys, and it goes back to the whole argument that I always make about how they are always building a false narrative for their viewers, right? Is when somebody like, say, for example, audit them, okay? Like, he'll go and do a FOIA request because that's what he does, right? He does his FOIA requests. So what does he do? Because again, it isn't about the FOIA request. It's about selling the false narrative to the audience, right? So listen closely to the way these people talk, like the way Chili's talking now, and the judge is like, look, we're not going to turn this into a pulpit, right? It's like, I'm asking you a question. Are you going to be able to do this and that? Oh, well, I'm going to sue everybody. Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what I'm asking you, right? So like, again, using audit them as an example, because it's a technique that a lot of them, all of them tend to seem to use when it comes to the false narrative building. He'll go in and he'll say, what he should be saying would be, yes, I would like to fill out a FOIA request form if you have one. Yeah, sure. Here you go, sir. Thank you. But that's not what he says, because he's not there to actually get a FOIA. He's there to sell videos, clicks, and views to his audience, right? So what does he say? Yes, again, what you should say is, yes, I'm here to fill out a FOIA request form if you have one, and then get the form and fill it out. But instead what he says is, yeah, I'm here to request a FOIA because according to blah, 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 section blah, 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 you must give it to me by law. So you better give it to me because I demand that you give it to me now. And this law says that you have to. So he's already building the false narrative, the story that they're trying to refuse to give him one before they even have an opportunity to answer his damn question. And it's the same thing here. Chili gets up there, the judge is asking him these questions, and he's like, yeah, I'm suing everybody. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't ask you if you're doing a lawsuit. Like, these guys are always, always, always about selling things to their audience. Whether it's, in Chili's case, a physical thing like his trifold or whatever, or if it's just selling an idea to the audience for clicks and views on their videos, they're always on and they're always salesmen. Everything they say is for the benefit of their fans and has nothing to do with the situation that they're actually in or the conversation they're actually having. It's all about, I know my fans are going to see this video, so I got to make sure that I mention all my lawsuits and everything.
Does the misdemeanor carry jail time?
Possibly, yes.
Possible jail time. But I can be put in a dungeon and locked away.
Me fui andando a coger los amarillos hasta hoy.
Hey, I wrote you a song. It goes a little something like this. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, a bitch, a bitch, a bitch, a bitch.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe. Do it now, or I'll hunt you down. Smash like, subscribe.
Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. All right. Taking bets to see if he gets locked up. Oh, man. How many lawsuits has Chili lost? Yeah, he always has to say that, right? Does this hold jail time? Yes. Okay. No. Oh, so you're going to throw me in a dungeon? No, dungeons, we don't have those here. We got cells, for criminals. Are you a criminal? Well, then you're going to be put in a cell where you belong. Funny how he wanted cameras in court yesterday, but doesn't want them today. Well, won't our Nevada judges cover it either way, or did he say he doesn't want them to? Let's see. Let me see if they have a schedule thing for him today. Our Nevada judges. The city of Las Vegas versus Chili de Castro, March 18th. Yeah, I don't see any upcomings listed yet, but we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. It's always good to watch that stuff. Stop breaking the law. Yeah, I don't think he's ever actually filed as. See, this is the thing. He seems to have this idea that filing a lawsuit, just filing one, is some sort of victory. I could file a lawsuit against anybody for anything. That means nothing. Anyone could file anything. So what? Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that myself. Here, let me. I'll just pick a video at random so I could have something playing because yeah, it does look like the dog needs some kind of. Maybe she needs to go out or something. So I'm gonna have to take a minute to do that. So let me find one that's maybe a little bit longer so that I have a little bit of time. Come on, come on. I don't want to just play the same stuff over and over. Come on, let me find something real quick. Before she pees on the floor. um, Here, this one's like 8 minutes. This will work. Here we go.
Also, there's a channel I want to support. I saw this channel. It's called Telecline. I'll put probably a link in there below. And what she does is she goes around filming Glenn Serio, and she gives him a taste of his own medicine. So there's that. And then my 11-year-old son, if you're into gaming, he has his own gaming channel called Mighty Morphin YouTuber. I'll put that below too if you want to check that out. So without further ado, I just wanted to also wait, what are you doing? No, don't change the channel. No, I wasn't done yet. Stop, cut it out. I'll take things that idiots just don't understand for 200. The answer is, this document specifically gives post office employees the right to ask you to stop recording. What is some crap you guys just made up to give the cops an excuse to violate my rights, man? I'm sorry, that's the wrong answer. The correct answer is, what is poster 7? Poster 7. Oh, no, wait a minute, man. I've watched it. I contest that, man. Your producers, they're stupid. They don't know the law, man. Look, I've seen at least 100 videos where dudes walked into post offices and quoted poster 7, and I never heard any of them say nothing like that, man. You guys don't know what you're talking about over there, man. Have you ever actually read poster 7? Don't nobody read no more, man. This is the 21st century. Get with the times, boomer. First of all, I'm not a boomer. My parents were boomers. I'm Generation X. Second, that is the dumbest thing I have ever heard anyone say. I could read the Constitution and every resolution and not just be a pain. Poster 7, I could say it even properly, convey it if I only had a brain. I could be nice to other people, not only call them sheeple when they say I smell like fart. The cops I've baited are still fuming, but I could be a decent human if I only had a heart. While my friends all get arrested, I run off uncontested and skip the tasing I deserve. We could all just help each other, not just go crying to my mother if I only had the nerve. Somewhere the world is insane, bro. I can drive without a driver's license, traveling far and wide. where I don't get chased by the cops for putting all the red light stops behind me. Yes, going through the school zone fast while children are getting out of classes where you'll find me.
You know, because I also had the lien on the Bar Association filed on the 19th, also for $279 trillion that was made back in 2015.
You heard that right. $279 trillion. The world's GDP is about $87 trillion, and this lady thinks that the Bar Association owes her over 3 times that amount. Because reasons.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's office.
I won't be representing myself as mentioned, Judge. That will be Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
And now, something completely different. The tale of the sovereign citizen watchdog movement's ultimate mic drops.
And we start with that News 4 exclusive. A Newark home taken over by an alleged extremist group that not only changed the locks, but actually claimed ownership over the property. And that's just the start of this bizarre residency battle. News 4's Checky Beckford joins us live to explain what happened when police showed up. And Checky, this homeowner has quite the story to tell.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Gilma, quite the bizarre story. Let me just set the scene for you. This home was bought by a woman, a first-time home buyer. She was excited to move in, but had to get through all of the red tape to do renovations on the previously bank-owned property. She was finally able to get the keys last week, but
hey, Chef, yes, the Tuesday show is dedicated to not doing the Frauditor stuff, taking a day off, but I had to let the dog out, so I needed to buy some time, so I just put on a video just for that. So yeah. But yeah, we don't have to keep that up. Anyway, yeah, before we were talking about music and movies a little bit. Oh, Kova 42, yeah, she remembers this video. Yeah, that's one of my oldies but goodies. My bad. No, it's all good because I understand. Like that's the idea. Brian Posen, Grandpa Metal. That's right. I'm more metal than you. Gene Simmons was my moil. I'm more metal than you. That song is great. Brian Posen's funny. Yeah, comedy. Who do you guys like? I like there's a lot of great comedians out there, you know, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, you know, and of course the old classics, George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield. You know, of course, Eddie Murphy was hilarious back in the day, still is. I don't know. There's a lot of great. Oh, Norm Macdonald, of course, rest in peace. I'm actually currently reading his book. It's pretty funny. He's good stuff. Sam Kinison, he was another classic. He used to be a preacher and then went into comedy. Sam Kinison was a great one. George Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield, Red Fox. Let's see, Richard Pryor. Who else? Well, I mean, you know, Gallagher actually was funny too. Like everyone always remembers him smashing the fruit and stuff, but that was always his encore. Like he actually told jokes and did stand up. He was kind of a cross between a prop comic and Billy Connolly. Yes, he's another great one. Ralphie May's a good one. Yep. Brian Regan. Yeah. Brian Regan. Yeah. He's something else too. Like Daniel Tosh. Mitch Hedberg. Yes. I don't think Mitch Hedberg was ahead of his time. I think Mitch Hedberg had his own time. But yeah, he was in a way. I remember when Mitch was popular, and I actually thought, in a way, John Panette was real funny. Absolutely too. Mitch Hedberg, for me, he kind of came, I thought, a little too late because being a kid like in the 70s and 80s, there was a comedy boom in the 80s. So many great comedians that when you think of like these classic comedians started in the 80s, you know, you got, you know, Seinfeld started in the 80s. Eddie Murphy started in the 80s. Richard Pryor was still around. Sam Kinison started in the 80s. You know, trying to remember all the 80s comics. There were so many of them. But yeah, like almost every name I mentioned were guys that were big in the 80s. And then in the 90s, you know, that's when you started, the comedy boom of the 80s started to wane down. And then that's when Mitch Hedberg started to come up. And then you started getting, you know, like the people that are around today started getting more popular thanks to Comedy Central and stuff. But there was that gap in between, because the big thing when I was a kid was the HBO comedy special. You know, if you got an HBO comedy hour, that was a big time, you know, and that was when all these legendary comics had their big HBO special. But then that kind of stopped. And then like Comedy Central started to sort of take over pushing the stand-ups, but there was that like little gap. And Mitch Hedberg was like right in that gap, you know. So to me, it was almost like not so much that he was ahead of his time, but he was a little too late. Like if he would have hit during the comedy boom of the 80s, then he probably would have been 3 times as popular. But who knows? Damon Wayans, yep. Yeah, Sam Kinison, and who was that other? Judy Tenuta. Judy Tenuta with her accordion. Yep. Yeah, she was wild back then. Roseanne at the time back then. It was Roseanne Barr. Let's see. Dennis Leary. Yep, he was big in the 80s too. Yep, obviously Dice, Margaret Cho. Yep, they were all big in the 80s too. Yeah, see, the comedy boom in the 80s was insane. You know, Gilbert Gottfried, you know, Robin Williams was still doing stand-up in the 80s. Billy Crystal was still doing stand-up in the 80s. Kathleen Madigan, yep, she was another good one. Well, Steve Martin was more of 70s when it comes to stand-up. By the 80s, he was more focused on his movie career. But yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait. Yes, Bobcat was awesome. I used to love Bobcat. Bobcat and Sam Kinison, both two comedians who just scream a lot, right? And then oh man, see now I'm starting to remember all the good old days, the comedy boom in the 80s, man. So much fun. Adam Sandler, you know, he was still doing stand-up at the time. Even what's his name? He's like a big actor now, but at the time he was doing stand-up. What was it? He played Buddy Holly in Pulp Fiction. What was his name? Yakov Smirnoff. In Soviet Union, show watches you. Bill Hicks. Oh, Bill Hicks was something else completely, man. He was. Did they play Bill Hicks on? I mean, Tool uses a Bill Hicks sample in one of their songs. That's how like next level Bill Hicks was. I saw Steve Martin at a dinner theater in the 70s. My parents thought he was stupid, and I laughed my butt off. Yep. Well, I mean, come on. He was, yes, Steve Buscemi. Yes. Steve Buscemi was doing stand-up in the 80s. Tim Allen. Yep. Christopher Titus, Eddie Murphy. Yes. See, so many great comedians. The comedy boom in the 80s was absolutely insane. The Amazing Jonathan. Oh, no. Oh, the Amazing Jonathan. That guy. I feel sorry for him, man. He was funny. He was real funny. But Bob Saget, yep. Norm Macdonald, of course. But let me tell you something about the Amazing Jonathan, the unknown comic. Yep. Jerry Seinfeld, yeah. The Amazing Jonathan. The thing with him, like, it's hard for me to watch some of his old stuff because he does so many drug jokes, and then you find out like that he wasn't joking, and all the problems, major life-destroying problems that his drug habits caused, kind of makes it like I hear those jokes now, and it's like, I don't know if that's funny, knowing what the long term of like what was going on behind the scenes for him in real life that made him write those jokes. Is Rodney Dangerfield, yes. Bill Hicks was really the voice of his time. One of my favorite Bill Hicks jokes was he was talking about like what music was like at that time, and he was talking about Tiffany, and she was really popular at the time, and half of you probably don't even know who I'm talking about unless you were listening to her in the 80s. But he was talking about Tiffany, and he was like, music in the old days versus music now, you got like Tiffany. Now, when I was a kid, we had Jimi Hendrix. You know, I stand up next to a mountain and chop it down with the edge of my hand, and then you got her. Like, what the heck is this? Anyway, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Gallagher again, yeah. Father Guido Sarducci. Holy crap, hammer sauce. The problem with Father Guido Sarducci was that, especially his Saturday Night Live bits, like, he was kind of like a one-note joke, because when you watch, and they have it on YouTube, you can look it up. When you watch all the old Mr. Bill Root bits, there was like, when you look up this is how I found it. I looked up Mr. Bill, and you could find all the old Mr. Bill clips on YouTube. And somewhere within searching for that, I found the Father Guido Sarducci Christmas special, which is funny for about 5 minutes. But then after that, it's like, it's kind of a one-note joke. Okay, he's a priest, but he smokes cigarettes, and he has that heavy accent. And then, okay, I don't know. Like I said, when I was a teenager, when I was a kid, it was hilarious. But you grow up, and it's like, okay. Lisa Lampanelli was funny, absolutely. Louis C.K., yep. Florida Jim likes crap hammer sauce, but my grandmother used to make it so much better than the canned stuff that's available today. Rosanna Dana, oh yeah. '70s Saturday Night Live was something else too, man. It's interesting because Jay Leno was doing stand-up back then. Yep. David Letterman was doing stand-up back then. The 80s. I'm telling you, the comedy boom of the 80s was insane. Jackie the Joke Man Martling. Yep. Dice. Yep. Dice became like the biggest one, which is crazy. He was the first one to do stand up at Madison Square Garden. Andy Kaufman was more 70s, 80s, yeah, but Andy Kaufman, he was a whole nother level. Like, he was beyond stand up comedy. He was more performance art. I mean, seriously, like, he was more of a performance artist than a stand up comedian. Kind of like, at the time, like now it's a band, but at the time, like Devo was kind of meant as a performance art piece, and music was part of the shtick, but it ended up becoming the thing was that they were a band. But yeah, he was definitely more of a performance artist. Kova says, to be honest, I don't love Clay. Well, yeah, Andrew Dice Clay, I mean, he was, yeah, Stephen Wright was another one at the time, yeah. Andrew Dice Clay he's funny, but he just became so popular so fast. It was like he dominated the comedy scene back then. And a lot of other comedians, you watch interviews with them at the time. There's a famous clip actually of and again, this is another thing you could find on YouTube, but it's just the audio. It was Howard Stern had Sam Kinison and Gilbert Gottfried on as guests on the same show. And it was a big thing because he was going to have Sam Kinison, and everyone just knew that Sam Kinison was going to say something horrible, and there was a ton of controversy before it even aired because everyone was like, oh, that's Sam Kinison. He's going to screw up. He's going to be bad. He's going to do. But not to be undone, Gilbert Gottfried came out and decided to be 1 billion times more offensive than Sam Kinison. And at one point during the show, if you listen to the entire thing, at one point, Sam Kinison even says, thank God you're the one saying it. I thought I was going to be the one who was going to get in trouble. But now because you said that, I ain't got nothing to worry about. Because Gilbert Gottfried was on there and he started making like AIDS jokes and stuff. Oh, no. Sam Kinison was like, okay, good. I'm not going to get in trouble now because this guy's talking way worse than anything I ever said. Oh, man, that's classic. But the thing that made me think of it was because at one point, Gilbert does his Andrew Dice Clay impression, and you could tell that he was not a fan. Couldn't believe Sam Kinison was on Married with Children. Yep. Have you seen The Aristocrats? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, I have. Edward saw Andy Kaufman at the same dinner theater. I thought he was funny. My parents didn't. He did the Mighty Mouse skit. That's pretty great. That's great. Stephen Wright's awesome. Stephen Wright joke. The first one that pops into my head is, yesterday somebody robbed my apartment. They stole everything I owned and replaced it all with exact replicas. Stephen Wright was something else, man. Ron White. Yeah, there you go. Are you Ron Tater Salad White? We got coupons. Jeff Foxworthy, yes. So now we're getting more into the 90s stuff, maybe early 2000s, the Redneck Comedy Tour, right? Jeff Foxworthy, Ron White. Let's see. What did Mole in a Hole say? Find the Pope in the pizza. Yep. Great stuff. But nowadays, like, who are the top guys now? And I mean, like, obviously, like Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle are top of their game, but I mean, they've been around for a while, like newer guys, like, or girls, whatever. Rosie O'Donnell was funny. Yeah, absolutely. But like, are there any like new stand-ups, like up and comers that are like really like out of sight? I don't really know. I don't follow. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying about the comedy boom in the 80s. Like, you didn't have to go out of your way and try and find the great stand-ups. Like HBO and Letterman and Carson at the time, they'd put them out there. You'd know who they were. Rodney Dangerfield, he'd have his show, and he'd be like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 3 acts for you tonight. This is a new guy named Sam Kinison. And then he's followed up by this new guy named, Andrew Dice Clay. And he's followed up by this new guy named, just all these comedy legends that at the time were just starting out. But nowadays, I think, honestly, I mean, we don't get into like politics and stuff, but I do think that nowadays it is more, I mean, I've heard them say it. Comedians say it all the time that nowadays it's very difficult for a stand-up comedian first starting out to really get a good following and a good start because so many things you can't say anymore. You can't just come out and tell jokes because if somebody gets offended, they're going to put you on the internet and they're going to put you on blast and your career will be over before it even starts. So I don't know. It's hard. Sebastian Manacuso. All right. I might want to check him out. Bob Nelson. All right. Yeah, give me some suggestions of some modern stand-ups. Some new guys. Joanne Worley. Oh, that's old days. Florida Jim, Rosie O'Donnell. Well, you know who hates Rosie O'Donnell? Donald Trump, but we're not getting into politics. Oh boy. My wife and I go to the Side Splitters Comedy Club in St. Petersburg, and we see a lot of new people that are funny. All right. Don't forget Phil Hartman. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Phil Hartman was awesome, and he also was a great artist. He actually did, let me look it up real quick to see if I could pull up some pictures. Let's see. Oh, it was this one. Okay. Yeah, Phil Hartman did the album cover for America's Greatest Hits. He did the artwork on that. He was great. And he was funny. It was horrible the way he died is just a horrible, horrible, horrible story. But yeah, Phil Hartman was brilliant. Let's see. I watched a documentary about Phil Hartman's death the other day. Is that not like one of the most depressing stories? Like, oh man, trying to be a good guy. Anyway, we're not trying to get into the depressing stuff. And oh no, I haven't watched SNL in forever. Here's the thing. I think for me, like growing up, obviously, I was always watched Saturday Night Live, but probably for me, it peaked. I mean, literally, like once they fired Norm Macdonald from Weekend Update, was when my viewership of it started to slowly go down and down. And then, like you said, nowadays, I can't remember. I think the last time I watched SNL was just every once in a while you'll get someone come out like Dave Chappelle or Louis C.K. or someone like Bill Burr or whatever, one of these great comedians that hosts the show, and you just watch their opening monologue, and that's basically all you need to see, and you can watch that on YouTube. David Spade, yeah, he was funny. Tom Segura, Bill Burr, yep. Lots of funny guys out there, lots of funny girls, lots of funny comedians. It's just like I say, I think just in general, stand up isn't what it used to be during the stand up boom in the 80s. It isn't even a question of the quality of comedy. Like I said, it's because back then, you had all these popular shows like Rodney Dangerfield's show, the HBO Comedy Hour, David Letterman, Johnny Carson, all these guys. They'd pump out these comedians, and everyone would know who they were the next day. And nowadays, even if they're funny, how are you going to find them? Unless you go out of your way. I mean, I guess Comedy Central has their bits, but I don't know. Rob Schneider, yeah. All right. Dennis Leary, yes. Somebody put effing maple syrup in my coffee. Oh no. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Yeah. What is this? Oh, wait. David Spade used to go to all the same parties in Phoenix that I did in the 80s. He was smart. I almost kicked his butt several. Oh, he was a smart ass. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was a smart, but oh no, he was a smart ass punk. I just come to these rooms to work on my stand up. That's right. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I used to think about writing jokes, but I think I find myself being more funny or just like off the cuff remarks and sarcasm than actual jokes, to tell. Um, let's see. How many frauditors does it take to screw in a light bulb? None, because the electric company are a bunch of tyrants. What? Oh my goodness gracious me. Anyway, what are we doing, guys? We've been on for 2 hours. What do you guys want to talk about, or maybe wrap it up here? Again, Tuesday's supposed to be the day off for frauditors. I'm definitely going to go see Dune 2 tonight. It's pretty much set in stone. I haven't bought my tickets yet, but I'm 99%. The only way I'm not going to see it if when I get there it's sold out. That's why I always try to buy my tickets ahead of time. But we'll see. Either way, tomorrow on the show, I'll definitely have the review of whatever movie I end up seeing tonight. My plan is to see Dune 2. And then, what else? What else we got, guys? Anything interesting going on? Any new movies out there that are good that you guys would recommend? Any new bands? We were doing the comedians. How about any new bands or new movies that are out that you guys would recommend I should check out? I know a lot of people were talking about checking out the new Judas Priest record. I have done it since then, and it is good. I think I was saying the other day I listened to it, and again, it's like considering who Judas Priest is, the fact that they've been around as long as they are, the fact that they are as old as they are, taking that into consideration, it's a great album. But just in the annals of metal in general, I would put it in the middle. Not like the first time you hear Master of Puppets or Peace Sells, something like, wow, like absolutely mind-bending experience. Like, that was good, And Rooster Cogburn said, no, Boss Skaggs, I mean it. Oh, man. You guys are great. I'm sorry. I just like I one, just because of copyright, and two, I'm like so tempted to play a Boss Skaggs song right now. I think Rooster, I think you love Boss Skaggs and you keep bringing it up on purpose so that I'll play Lowdown. King Tut, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. King Tut, doo-doo. I don't need NBC coming after me. Doo-doo. King Tut, doo-doo. Rode in on a donkey, funky Tut. He's my favorite honky. Born in Arizona, moved to Babylonia, King Tut, doo-doo. That's so crazy. Listen to Julesick, Follow the Blind Man. Listen to Julesick, Follow the Blind Man, my favorite album of 2023. All right, I'll check it out. Right on. Have I ever listened to a band called Eclipse? Does not sound familiar. I don't know. The most recent band that I heard of, and this was all just within like the last week, and actually the timing of it was perfect. There's a jam band called Goose, and I never heard of them before. And my buddy told me, "Oh, you got to check out this band called Goose." And I was like, "All right, eventually I'll get around to it." The next day, they did a YouTube premiere of them jamming. It's just them playing live, and I was like, "Oh, never heard of them before. First time I ever get to see them is a brand new live stream on YouTube. Cool." And I loved it. I thought it was awesome. So they're really good. They're real good. Rooster's like, the Lido Shuffle. Christopher O'Connor says, I've seen Goose many times. Well, now that I've heard them, I definitely want to check them out for sure. Because they're awesome. Like, I was very, very, very impressed. By Goose. Yeah. Man. See, that's the one thing Eclipse Armageddonized. Goose can play a half-hour song. Yep, absolutely. Man, see, that's the thing. And I think I've said this before. There have been 2 times that I've done music shows where I actually played music other than mine. And both times I got in trouble for copyright. And that's the thing. It isn't just about like the monetization. If you're playing copywritten music on a live stream, YouTube will shut down the stream midstream. And that happened to me both times. And honestly, I wouldn't be that concerned with it, except thanks to the Frauditors coming after me. I got 2 TOS violations on me right now. And 3 strikes in YouTube, and you're out. Your channel's gone forever after that. And I have to wait 3 months before one of them drops off, and it puts me back down to where I'm safe again. So I don't really want to take any risks to play any copywritten stuff. It's different when I upload a video because again, then it'll just affect the monetization. But when you're doing a live stream, it can actually get your stream shut down midstream. Even Wesley Willis will shut it down. That is a fact. Yep. I've played him. I actually played Wesley Willis on one of my streams. Okay, you know what? Somebody mentioned Wesley Willis yesterday. And for those of you who haven't heard my Wesley Willis story about the time I met him, I think I'll share that real quick. And then I'll probably end up wrapping up the stream there. So what happened was, for those of you who don't know, never heard of Wesley Willis, being from Chicago, and especially in the 90s, because at the time, I was real heavy into the Chicago underground punk scene. There was a band called the Blue Meanies, which, holy crap, were they good. I've seen them live probably more than I've seen any other band. I've seen the Blue Meanies so many times. They were absolutely amazing. Blew my mind every time I saw them. And again, they were from Chicago, so being in the city, I literally saw them play in an alley. Like, they set up in an alley and played in the alley. I've seen them in little bars, little clubs. I've seen them at the Metro. Incredible band. But anyway, so like I was into them, and like there was this bowling alley that, because people weren't really bowling anymore, they sort of converted into like this underground club where they would have bands play there, and everyone would like get drunk and try to the old lanes. Like it's pizza time, it's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. Yeah. What's up? Please tell me everything. The fans want to know. I want to know. All right. Anyway, so the place was called the Fireside Bowl. And again, it was like we used to go there all the time, saw all these great punk bands there. So I was really heavy into the underground punk scene in Chicago at the time. And Wesley Willis was like, he was like the guy. Like he would literally, like he would have a bag of CDs that he made of himself playing, and he would walk around and go to all the underground record stores, and like he would do business with them, like, hey, put my CDs on your shelf and sell them, and then give me a cut, But and he would always give people headbutts all the time. And it was crazy. Like, so the way I met him was I went to see Jello Biafra, the lead singer of the Dead Kennedys. He was doing a spoken word performance, so I went to see him, and Wesley Willis opened for him. Wesley Willis used to open for bands, and he used to say things like one time with the Blue Meanies, Wesley Willis introduced them. He didn't open for him like performing. He would like be the MC, and he would introduce them, and he'd say things like, "Ladies and gentlemen, the band coming up to the stage now whips a donkey's ass with the belt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Meanies." But he was great, a good hype man, doing all that. Lots of fun. But before we continue, you know what? I'm gonna put the video I was playing earlier back on because I just got a text from Ray. I want to know what's going on. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if I got an update for you. Here, I'll let this play while I'm talking to her. Hold on.
House, as you mentioned, was taken over by a man who put up a Moorish flag in the window and refused to come out.
At the end of the day, this our shit, and we coming for our shit, whether you like it, whether your grandma like it, whether your mom like it. We don't give a fuck no more. We don't.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Lyrica. You keep on. You could say that. You could say I'm not allowed to be here. You can call me a foreigner. You can call me an immigrant. But I'm going to tell you here that I'm here to stay. I was born here. I live here. And if you try to take me out of my property, come and take it.
That means nothing to me. That means
if we have a title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
All right. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, guys. Anyway, real quick, let me finish this story and then I'm gonna wrap it up because now I gotta. Well, Nightman's wife, I gotta figure that out. And again, I don't know yet, so I don't want to say anything. But I'm talking to her right now, so I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll give you guys an update later. Watch my community posts. But I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Anyway, real quick, finish the story. So what I went to see Jello Biafra, and I was waiting to go to the bathroom. I was in the men's room waiting in line, and somebody was in the, like, directly in front of me was a stall, and somebody was in there, and you could hear, like, he'd scream, ah, and then you hear a splash. And it was like, oh, my God, what the hell, you know? And then eventually the door bursts open, and it's Wesley Willis. And he was standing, the stall was directly across from me. The door burst. So pretend the camera is me and I'm Wesley Willis. The door of the stall bursts open and he goes, I just took a mean shit and then left. And that's how I met Wesley Willis. Anyway, Nightman, yeah, like I said, I knew she wasn't feeling good yesterday. And then she didn't show up today, and I didn't talk to her last night, so I didn't know if there was something weird going on. And I just got a text from her, so now I'm asking her what's up, and waiting for the update from her. But I don't know. I don't know what to say because she hasn't said anything yet, but hopefully everything's great and it's all good. God bless her. God bless you guys. Thank you guys. Best fans in the world. And until tomorrow, let's go ahead and wrap it up the way we always do. Oh, yeah. I'm all shook up.
Hey, welcome to the show. You know, it took me a long time to get this box. I'm kind of excited. It's well worth the money, just in case, if I want to become a frauditor or if somebody else wants to become one. They sell the whole starter kit. So this is just a basic starter kit. I heard they have an advanced starter kit, but let's see what we can get into here. All right, let's get into this. All right. Wow. I get my own badge. I like that. I mean, I want to be official. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Police department, complaint form. Oh, no, wait a minute. Well, look at this. Look at this. A press pass. All right. Got my own script. I don't have to study that. Let me see what else we got. Oh, man. Poster 7, of course. I'm going to make some money off of this box. I'm telling you right now. I'm not playing around no more. First Amendment. Of course. And, of course, the FOIA. Hey, I got the badge, so I might as well start learning this. This is kind of important, actually, so I'm not going to make fun of this one, but dental insurance. I think it's a good thing that they're giving, dental insurance, because I don't want, the anti-frauders making fun of me, so I'll have to sign up for this. And, of course, this, because some of those frauders are so fat. Get a good supply of food stamp. There's the application for it. And everybody gets a copy of their criminal record, just in case you might need it out there. I don't know what else we get. Oh man, this is a doozy. Applying for SSI. Now that's that's a given right there. Well, I gotta get on this my starter kit. I got some paperwork I gotta fill out. So peace out.